of your busy days to listen to stories. My name is Joseph, and I'll go into a bit of my history, my story, once we start. But even before I say anything else, I just want to set some expectations here. What you're going to hear for the next 45 minutes is something that I teach over 2 days. It's a 2-day program. So obviously, we cannot boil the ocean today. We're going to take some key concepts. We're just going to go through them very, very quickly. And at the end of the session, there's going to be time for Q&A. And I'll be happy to answer some questions. And I will stay back to take a deep dive if any of you have any further questions. Is that a deal? So, my name is Joseph Prabhakar, and I am the CEO of Cloud Communication. And for the record, to make it official, I am a startup. I'm a startup like you and me, you and everybody else here. Now, when I say that I'm a startup, I'm also saying that, not having spoken to everybody here, I pretty much know what you go through on a day-to-day basis. If you are a startup, I can already understand the joy. If there is joy, pain, struggles, frustration, sadness, and sickness and everything, the whole deal, I already know everything because your story is my story. And that is the beauty of stories, that is the power of stories. Your story is my story. So as we go through this session, you will realize why it is so. Because stories are the way we connect with each other. I used to be an IT guy for 25 years. How many of you here work in technology operations or at least are aware of it? ClickOps. I call it the doghouse of IT. You are married to your pager. You are working 18 hours a day non-stop, and that's what I did for about 10 years. I used to run technology operations at Visa, and being a mission-critical organization, mission-critical job, being at the work for 48 hours straight without sleep or rest was not anything unusual at all. So at the end of one such day, I asked myself, is this what I want to be doing for the rest of my life? Do I want to wake up when I am 50, look back and say, boy, did I miss the boat, or did I miss the boat? And that's when I realized I'm not following my passion, and I should. So about 6 months ago, I quit my job to pursue a career in something that I'm most passionate about, and that is communication. And that's why I said, I'm a startup like you. I go through the same struggles that you go through on a daily basis. I am still in the honeymoon period. Still trying to make my first big money. And there are 4 very specific vehicles through which I do what I do. I do my delivery through corporate training programs. I conduct public workshops. One of my public workshops was in Redwood City last week. There is one more coming up in Singapore on the 4th and 5th of December. And if any of you happen to be in December, I'm inviting you to be my guests in that program. End of the session, I can give you the website where you can go and find out all the details about the program. And I also do one-on-one coaching for CEOs, mostly on the personal branding, communication, and storytelling areas. I also do keynote speaking. I was in a conference 2 weeks ago in India, in a large conference talking about disruptive innovation, a topic that is very close to my heart. That's essentially it. That's essentially me. There's a lot more to say, but then we will reserve it for another day. Here's the question. As an entrepreneur, as a CEO, as a founder, what is it that you do every single day? What occupies your day? What keeps you busy? A lot of things. So when I started questioning myself, when I look back into what I do, what occupies my day every single day, I realized there are some very specific things that I do. One, of course, hopefully not all the time, but I'm standing in front of a VC or an angel trying to get some money. And I'm trying to attract customers. Of course, if it was as easy as this, then all I have to have is a magnet. But unfortunately, it is not. But then, that is one of the biggest activities. The most time I spend on is attracting customers, selling a product. We're going to be motivating your teams. Isn't that what we do? Motivating our teams to do what we want them to do, taking up a project, or simply communicating your vision. So whether it is pitching for funds, whether it is motivating your teams, selling your vision, or simply making a point. What is the common thread? The invisible ink that goes through, that ties all these activities together. What is the invisible ink? I told you a number of things. I told you about pitching for funds, standing in front of a VC and making the case for him or her to give you some money, motivating your teams, communicating your vision. So the days when you are a who's who and you can tell them, hey, I am a who's who, so give me the money, that is gone. Your own son, if those of you who have teenagers will realize, they don't listen to you anymore. Unless you are able to say, here is why. Because you are their parent does not count anymore. Same with the VC, same with their teams. You have to be able to get their attention, get them on the palm of your hands to be able to make a difference. So what is the invisible thread that cuts across all these different activities that you go through on a day-to-day basis? Making others look at your point of view favorably. Isn't that what we do? In any job. That's why I say, everybody, no matter the job that we do, we are all salespeople. We have to get our points across, make people look at our point of views very, very favorably. If we can do that, then our job as entrepreneurs, as founders, as CEOs is at least half done. At least half done. If we can make people look at our point of view favorably. But the problem is when we stand in front of people, when we stand in front of our teams, or in front of our VCs, there are two things that are in terrible shortage with people. Two things that are terrible shortage. One of them is time. Nobody has the time to listen to you anymore. Let's say a VC says, I'll give you 30 minutes of time, come and pitch your idea. Does he really say that he's giving you 30 minutes? 30 minutes is the overall time he's giving you. But you have about the first 90 seconds or maybe 3 minutes to be able to make your case. In that 3 minutes, if you're going to get his attention, you get his attention. Otherwise, you will lost him for the rest of the 27 minutes you are in that room. Is that not true? People tune out very, very quickly. Why? It's not like you're the only thing that is happening to that guy that day. He didn't wake up that morning to say, oh, today I'm going to meet Joseph. I'm going to give him 100% of my attention. He or she has a number of things on his or her mind. I'm no fool. Just because you are here in this room, I'm not going to be blissfully ignorant that you are here listening to me 100%. Probably a third of you are. The rest of the two-thirds of you are wondering as simple things like, what am I going to eat for dinner? How am I going to make a sale tomorrow? How am I going to get the funds? How will I get past this year? Will I even survive next year? There are any number of things on each of our minds on any given point in time. So given that kind of a scenario, why would anybody give you their time? So for you to be able to hook the attention of the audience and keep them on the palm of your hands, it's going to take more than just your product or service. It's going to take a very special set of skills. The second thing that is in shortage is people's attention, their ability to focus on what you're saying, to keep them hanging on to every word that you say. Time is the biggest shortage. The second thing is your ability to get their focus, their attention. Don't be fooled. It might look like I care, it might look like I'm focused, but I'm all thinking about something else. My body is here, physically I'm in front of you, mentally I'm checked back. Question is, how do we break that lockdown and how do we get people to listen to us? How do we make people listen to our point of views more favorably than they usually do? Is the question that I ask myself before I walk into a meeting, any meeting. Typically, how do we do that? How do we walk into a meeting? Doesn't matter what meeting. VC is kind of an extreme example, but even when we walk into a team meeting, how do we walk into a team meeting? We walk in with a big PowerPoint presentation, right? We walk in with a bunch of slides, 10, 20, 30 slides, and some of the slides could be fancy, some of them could have animation. But no matter how fancy your PowerPoint gets, you can only command the attention of the audience for so much time. No wonder we call it death by PowerPoint. Don't we? It's the surest way to kill somebody. It might be an exaggeration, but that is true. The number of people who check out of your meetings, the number of people who tune out, who are no longer listening, even when they are still physically there, are way too many. Way too many. Because the one question people are asking, even while you're still speaking, as I'm speaking, the one question that you guys are asking in your minds is, dude, who the heck are you? Why should we even listen to you? Who the heck are you? If you can answer that one question, then the job is at least partially done. The job is never fully done, but at least partially done. So that is the question that nobody asks you, but if you can find out and answer that question, then your job, your ability to make them look at you favorably at least gets started. Of course, there's a lot more you have to do to finish it, but at least if you can answer that question. So when you walk into a meeting, the question which I ask them is, when I walk out of this meeting today, at the end of the day, when I walk out of this room, what feeling do I want to leave behind? It is not the data. It is not the numbers, it is stats. The charts, the facts, the figures, the evidence. That is not what I want to leave behind. I want to leave a feeling behind that you will then remember for days on end, months on end, years on end. What do you want them to feel? At the end of a conversation, end of a meeting, what is it that you want your team, your audience, any kind of audience, customers, VCs, angels, teams, vendors, what do you want them to feel at the end of every conversation that you have with them? Here is something that I read very, very recently. Any guesses who set the room? It's too vague, so let me tell you. Brian Chesky. Airbnb, founder of Airbnb. As he started getting successful, he goes and meets other famous people. He goes and meets Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. One of the people he met was Warren Buffett. He speaks with Warren Buffett for 4.5 hours. So when the Fortune magazine interviewed Brian Chesky, and they went ahead and interviewed Warren Buffett, and this is what Warren Buffett told about Brian Chesky. I think he would be doing what he is doing even if he was not paid a dime. I would love to believe it was a natural thing that Brian Chesky did. But the fact also is that is the feeling Brian Chesky consciously walked in with and left behind at the meeting with Warren Buffett. That is what he wanted Warren Buffett to feel at the end of the meeting, when he went into the meeting and when he walked out. Here is the quote by Maya Angelou. I'm sure most of you have heard about it. It says, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that goes for your teams, that goes for your customers, that goes for your VC, angel, anybody that you come in contact with. How you make them feel is going to make or break the deal. So how much of a fancy your PowerPoint is, it's not going to cut the deal if it doesn't make them feel good enough. Because most of us, when we walk into the PowerPoint, when we walk in with facts, figures, charts, numbers, statistics, and evidence, what do you think we are doing? We are targeting one part of the human anatomy, the brain, the head. We are appealing with logic. We are saying, here is the product, here is why my product is the greatest product on earth, here is why you should buy my service, and here are the numbers to prove it, and here is the feedback, here is the evidence, here are the testimonials. Here are how many magazines that have spoken about me. We walk in with the evidence. We are appealing to the head. We are appealing to the logic of the human being. What is wrong with logic? People are always arguing. As I'm sitting and making the case with you for storytelling, we're sitting there and thinking, dude, does it really work? Why should it work? Why should I believe you? You're arguing in your heads because head is where we argue. We form the logic in our heads. As opposed to appealing to the heart. When you appeal to the heart, you don't argue in the heart. Heart is where the emotion is. This is not mushy stuff, people. This is not mushy stuff. This is where the real deal is. When you appeal to the emotion, when you know how to make people feel. So here's the problem with PowerPoint. What do you think you show in PowerPoint presentations? You show them what you want your audience to see, right? You exactly feed them what you want them to see. Which means it is an edited version of reality. You show them the numbers that you want them to see. You show them the bullet points you want them to see. It's an edited version of reality. And how smart do you think your audience is? Very smart, because they do the same things as well. They feed you the same stuff that you are feeding them at that point in time. Aren't they? So when you have an edited version of reality, they know you are not telling them the truth, you are not telling them the whole truth, you are telling only those things that are positive enough to be shown, to be told. All the bad stuff are tucked away for another day. Tucked away for another day. That is typically how we begin. We always want to tell our success stories. We always want to say, here is how successful the company has been. We started this and we have had so many customers, we made so much money, we have done this, blah, 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 blah. It's all about how successful we are, how great we are. What is the problem with a success story? What is the problem with painting a rosy picture? The dude is asking, hey, what are you hiding? What skeletons are there in your closet that I am not aware, which you are not telling? That's the problem with PowerPoints. I am not putting PowerPoint down. For crying out loud, I am using PowerPoint today. I am not putting down PowerPoints. I am using PowerPoint today. But I am using it for a very specific purpose, and my slides are structured in a specific way. They don't cloud your memory. They don't cloud logic. So there's a very specific way to use PowerPoint. There's a time and place for PowerPoint. Every time I argue about facts, figures, charts, and numbers, I'm not arguing against them. They all have a place. They have a place in presentation. That is the only way to prove data metrics. It's the only way to prove your business case. There is no doubt about that. But how you weave your story into the PowerPoint, into your numbers, how you weave them to make a cohesive meeting, cohesive presentation is where the magic is. So typically, we walk into a meeting, especially let's say we talk to a customer, what do? We immediately take out the product, we show a product, and we say blah 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 blah, and we go on and on because I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about the product I produce, the service I produce. In fact, really am. I really believe that the storytelling product program that I have created is the best program in the whole of the country, and for that matter, the whole world. But the point is, if I start only talking about my product, it becomes what? It becomes a product demo. You're not making a sale, you're making a product demo. That's what we do. Your customers already seen that from 10 other vendors. What is different about you that you should buy your product? If you are going to be like the 9 others who came there and showed their product. The customer is asking, who are you? Why should I buy from you, the person? Will you do it even if you didn't have a dime in it for yourself? Would you do it even if you didn't have a dime in it for yourself? Every story has to have a piece of you. Every story has to have a piece of you. Of course, you are there to sell your product. Of course, you are there to say why your product is the best product on earth. Why there is nothing else that never will be like your product. But then, you are also saying, here is how I came to make the product. Here is why I made the product. This product was born out of a certain necessity. Which means your stories have to be engaging. Engaging. You have to engage the customer at a very, very emotional level and then talk about your products. The fact that you are selling a product has to be secondary, has to be a corollary, has to be also. First thing we do is establish the connection. So technically, a story is essentially a content plus imagery plus emotion. That is what engagement is all about. You do have to have content, you do have to have imagery, but you also have to have emotion. Just a quick video.
It was you handling the case.
But it isn't me. Thank God for that.
If it was, sir,
Huh?
what would you do?
Well, when I was an attorney a long time ago, young man, I realized after much trial and error that in a courtroom, whoever tells the best story wins. In un-lawyer-like fashion, I give you that scrap of wisdom free of charge.
Much obliged for your time, sir.
What is their story, by the way?
Sir?
What is their story?
Why, they're from West Africa.
No. What is their story? Mr. Jolson, you're from where originally?
Why, Georgia, sir.
Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Does that pretty much sum up what you are? A Georgian? Is that your story? No. You're an ex-slave who's devoted his life to the abolition of slavery and overcoming great obstacles and hardships along the way, I should imagine. That's your story, isn't it? You and this young so-called lawyer have proven you know what they are. They're Africans. Congratulations. What you don't know, and as far as I can tell, haven't bothered in the least to discover, is who they are. Right?
Wasn't that powerful? Your products and services without actually giving them a sales pitch. Isn't that neat? Asking them to empty their pockets without giving them a sales pitch, but still trying to sell your product. That's what stories are. So then the question is, where do you reach out to get your stories? Where do you reach out to get stories? In my opinion, you reach out into the powerful moments of your life experience that contributed to what made you the entrepreneur that you are today. Many of us are very afraid to do that. We are afraid to take experiences from our life and bring it into a corporate setup and use that as a story to achieve a very specific purpose. We are afraid of losing our life experiences as stories in our corporate setup. The days when life and corporation were separate, demarcated, segregated are gone. Life spills into work and work spills into life. And some of the reason, for example, the reason why you are an entrepreneur in several cases could be that of a life experience. I didn't see my children grow because I was busy working. I didn't see my children grow. I couldn't be there for the important occasions in their life. I couldn't go to the PTA conference. I couldn't go to their science fair project demo. I couldn't do a lot of different things. And out of the frustration was born my venture. Out of that was born my venture. I'm sure that is the case with many of you here as well. So don't be afraid to reach out into your life experience and using that story to demonstrate a point in front of your audience. So it could be a life-changing moment. There's nothing wrong with that. It could be a life-changing moment. There could be a challenge, struggle, or loss. There could be a failure or a mistake. Any of them will make out a powerful story. So this is where a story differs from a PowerPoint presentation. A PowerPoint presentation is an edited version of reality. Whereas a story gives you the permission, sets up the listener to listen to some failures before we can listen to success stories. We can't do that in a PowerPoint. We can do that in a story. In a story, you can take people through the good, bad, and the ugly, and then say, out of this was born my achievement, my success, my venture, and that is why I founded the company that I founded today. So to keep going, stories in that case are made up of three specific elements. The story, which is what we bring in, your life experience, the powerful experience that made you who you are today. The storyteller, which is who you are, and the way you present yourself, the delivery techniques and the non-verbal communication techniques that go with it, and then the audience, how you read your audience, how you respond to your audience, how you fine-tune your presentation as you keep going through the meeting or the presentation or the pitch. And the magic happens right in the middle, where the story meets the storyteller, where the storyteller meets the audience. That is where the magic happens. So today, for purposes of this conversation, we will just become just the story alone. We will just glimpse upon the story. That is all we will have time for today. The story, in my opinion, has three elements. It has the content, which is the life experience that you're bringing to the table. Then we have to structure it, because even the best stories, when not structured properly, can make for a really bad story. So we have the content, we have the structure, and then you have the delivery, how you deliver. And of course, being a geek, I couldn't resist slapping on the define, design, and execute on the side. The content, the structure, and the delivery. The content and the structure is what I call the science, and the delivery is what I call the art. There's a very specific science behind how you tell stories. Very specific science. And there is a very specific set of non-verbal communication techniques that make storytelling pleasurable to listen to. Pleasurable to listen to. That's what I call the art of storytelling. We will just scratch upon the concepts of the science of storytelling. Before I move forward, are there any questions? Yes.
So how do we avoid that? We have only so many stories in India.
Can you repeat the question?
He's saying, you meet somebody, they tell you your story on and on and on. You meet them the second time, they tell you the same story again. What do you do?
And then how do we not do something like that? We cannot always remember.
I don't know if I can answer that with credible authority. It's a matter of style, it's a matter of personality. It's a matter of how engaging you are with people. That's a totally different aspect of storytelling. It's more into how engaging of a conversationalist are you. It's less to do with storytelling, more to do with how do you know about human rapport. How do you read the audience to see? Because if you're telling me the same story all over again, I will give you enough signals, enough clues, and if you're smart enough, you will realize something is wrong with this picture. This guy is not responding properly, which means I must have either told this before or I am really boring. Yes?
You made a really good presentation. I was totally into it. So you told what to do, like how to develop it.
I'm going to give you a little bit of it today. How to develop it is what I do over 2 days. There's a lot to learn. We're just scratching the surface today. How to do it, a portion of it you're going to see in the next few minutes. But the full length of it will take time. Sorry, I couldn't give you a better answer than that. So that's the truth, that's the reality.
That answer.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
You said we should add our personal experiences in our story.
Yeah.
So how do we decide what type of experience to add in the story? Like we could have any type of experience, right? So I mean, I'm not difficult to like personal experience can be anything.
It can be anything. So that's a great question. So the question is asking is, what personal experience do you choose to tell as a story? What makes it a story-worthy moment is what he's asking. When you just cannot pick any story and then flaunt it on the audience. You cannot. But here's the point. For a story to become a story-worthy moment, It doesn't have to be super complex. It doesn't have to be super profound. It doesn't have to be, I woke up one morning and I had this vision. No. We don't have to have these visionary experiences to make it for a story-worthy moment. Simple things. Very, very simple things. Missing a bus. Missing a bus can be a story-worthy moment if you know how to wrap it around with the structure and the delivery. Watch my TEDx speech. I have a TEDx speech on YouTube. I demonstrate the whole thing with one story. The whole TEDx video is one story, and I break the story down into the spaces. So it can be anything.
A long time ago, I read a quote from someone who said, like, bad choices make good stories.
Which one?
Bad
Bad choices make good stories? Absolutely.
So how about adding a bad choices that would make good story?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Challenge, struggle, loss, moments of risk, moments of courage, they all make great stories. The ones that are emotionally moved when you walk into a movie are the ones that make a great story. We will touch upon it very quickly. Very soon we will touch upon it. I want to move on in the interest of time. When Hollywood makes a movie, they get into an elaborate sequencing of story structure. They do what is called a 5-part story structure. But for the purposes of corporate setup, where the time to give a story would be 2 minutes or less, when the time to tell a story is 2 minutes or less, I'm just going to give a much simpler formula. I do what is called as a 3-part storytelling structure: Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3, and Act 1 being the setup. And before I say anything else, here is a video. Leave it on. When you see it on, vaguely, we cannot see it. If you turn off light, it takes time to come on. So.
It's having to feed in. Excuse me.
It goes on and on and on. One of the Indian scene. Sorry, I stopped it right when all the excitement started. But Provident, just watch it. It's the opening scene in one of the Indiana Jones movies. I always use it as a way to start my stories. After having seen this scene in the movie, how many of you will get up and walk away? Very few. You move to the edge of your seat, anticipating, wanting to know what happens next. And that is what you do in this setup. You paint the picture for your audience so powerfully that you will have them on the palm of your hands for the rest of the 27 minutes you are in that room with that VC. Paint the picture because the VC or the audience or the customer or the team that you're sitting in front of has no way to know what your world looked like when your story happened, right? They have no picture, they have no clue. So you have to paint the picture. You have to paint the ecosystem, the environment that you lived in when the story happened in your life. You have to tell them the time and place. You have to tell them it happened in the galaxy far, far ago. You have to introduce the characters. It is your picture. It is your story. You have to paint the picture for the audience. Otherwise, there is no way they are going to know what happened, why it happened, who were the characters, what was the time, what was the place, what was the weather like, whether it was day, whether it was night. It's your responsibility. Otherwise, they're going to say, oh, who cares? Who cares what your story is? And also, if you dwell too much on the setup, they are now saying, good, wake me up when you're trying to make a point. We've been trying to set up for so long, I'm tired. Those are the movies that you get up and walk out of on your doors. You see, movies that take too long to set up. You have to get to the point very, very quickly, and that is when you jump into the struggle. When do you think we go to movies? We go to watch the struggle, don't we? We want to see the struggle, and we want to figure out how the hero, the protagonist, gets out of the struggle. That's what we want to watch. Struggle is where the curiosity is created. Struggle is where you tell the audience that here is the problem that I encountered. You as a team member has to follow me, not because God brought me as a leader, but because I went through the struggle and I came over it successfully, and that qualifies me to be a leader. People are not there to say, oh boy, this guy was brought by God himself, so let me follow him. Those days are gone. You have to create the curiosity. You have to tell them, here is the struggle. I founded this company because I had enough of 48-hour days. I had enough of sleeping with my cell phone, which used to ring every hour of every night. Every hour of every night. And stories are the place which will give you the permission and the perfect structure where you can position your struggles right in the forefront. You don't have to sweep your struggles under the carpet in a story. Whereas in the PowerPoint you have to. Don't you? A PowerPoint is an edited version of reality. You show them what you want to show them, what you want them to understand and consume. Whereas in a story, you have the permission to take them to the highs, to the lows, to the highs, to the lows. Of course, don't leave them in the low. Don't sweep the struggles under the carpet. Position your struggles right in front, right in the center, so that people can see. Because unless you position the struggle, there is no way your audience is going to know, boy, I didn't realize you went through this life struggle. That adds to your credibility. And only then can you restore the balance. Only then can you restore the balance. Right? Without struggles, life is not worth living. No struggle, life is just not worth living. I'll tell you why in a moment. Struggle, overcome the struggle, makes life worth living. How many of you think Titanic would have been a great movie if the Titanic did not sink? Anybody? Not one soul. Why? Ships sail from port A to port B every day, don't they? Why do I have to go watch a movie for a ship to sail? But the ship that was the mightiest on earth, the one that even God could not have sunk, the one that even God could not have sunk, strikes an iceberg, goes down under, and that makes for a story-worthy moment. How many of you think Finding Nemo would have been a great movie if Nemo was not lost? Right? Fishes swim every day. Millions of them, mindlessly and aimlessly. So why do we have to go watch a movie about fishes swim? There's one little guy had to get lost. And his daddy had to go looking for him. And that made for a story very moment. If Godfather did not die, would there have been a Godfather movie? And probably 2 other sequels? If Truman was real, where is the movie? If Truman was real, where is the movie? So, struggle is the center, the heart, the crux of the story. You have a struggle, no movie. From the struggle, you move on to the solution. The solution is where you bring it all together. Tie up all the loose ends. You make the point, you bring it all together, do the transformation, do the learning, show the call to action. So we saw three things tonight. The story structure. Stories are what you bring in your life experiences. The structure is what? The setup, the struggle, and the solution. The setup where you contextualize, where you paint the picture, show them the environment and the ecosystem. The struggle, where you take your life struggle, position it right in the middle, because from the struggle you restore the balance, and then the solution, where you tie it up all together, what I call the three-part storytelling structure. I'm going to show you 3 quick videos, 1 minute long each, which will demonstrate the power of this 3-act storytelling structure. And giving this video so that when you look at a video or a movie or an ad next time, you'll be able to apply the structure, and when you present your case to any audience, you'll be able to appreciate the need for such a structure when you speak with people, when you make a presentation, and here's how it goes.
The flight you'll be operating from Mumbai is on schedule. Anything else, sir?
A blanket.
Sure.
You're amongst your own with Indian Airlines.
Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
Fear catharsis. Different people use it differently. Hollywood calls it pity, fear, catharsis. Storytellers call it setup, struggle, solution. Most others call it beginning, middle, or the end. Structure is the same. And I showed you the videos just to demonstrate the point that every story you tell has to have that specific structure. The ones that don't follow the structure are the movies that you either sleep or don't watch ever. You don't recommend to your friends. The ones that get bad rating on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. And because we're telling a story in a corporate context, stories need to have a utility. Stories have to have a utility. Even children's stories have a moral. Don't we have a moral of the story? Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, each of them have a moral, don't they? And more so in a corporate setting, you say, here is why this story matters to me. This happened to me, and hence I'm doing what I'm doing. This happened to me, I'm doing this because of that. Here was the opportunity. Here is what I learned, and here is how I'm communicating that. There are a number of ways you can communicate the utility. I'm just going to give you one tip, and I'm going to conclude the talk for the day. There's a whole section on how to package your story, how to brand it, how to extract the utility of the story and present it in a way that it will engage the audience. And that is to say it in the power of three. Say three things, or preferably three words, because most humans cannot comprehend more than three things or three words. 1, 2, 3, many. 1, 2, 3, many. There is no 4, 5, 6, there is only many. People get confused after 3. So if you're going to say something, rather say it in 3 words or 3 things. When you make a case, always say it in 3 points. That's a very itsy-bitsy tip, there's a lot more, but this I thought was a very powerful to leave behind. And a classic example is, just you. Make it sticky. And that is how, my friends, you brand your story. Thank you. Oh, stop. Questions? Yes.
So you said you're always passionate about storytelling. And you have a very technical background. And what's the point when you decided that you're good enough to have a totally new direction of your life as a company?
So my story is kind of backward. My passion for public speaking, communication and storytelling started in my very first job when I started teaching computer science way back many moons ago. But then teaching is not a very paying job, so money took me elsewhere. Money took me to more lucrative job options. So it was always there, I always wanted to teach. But then the inciting incident, every story has what is called an inciting incident, where something happens to the protagonist, something happens to the hero, and the life changes. Something hits the hero, life changes, and he goes elsewhere. And my inciting incident was spending 48 hours in the office non-stop at the expense of seeing my children grow and not seeing my wife. That was my inciting incident. So my story is kind of backwards. The passion was always there. I just had to reach out into my passion, extract it, and get the courage to live my passion. That's what I did. Does it answer your question?
Yeah, you said you started your funded company 6 months ago.
Yes.
Right? And you already organized a workshop and I just looked at your You have lots of experience. And it seems you already accumulated lots of resources before you.
So I've done a couple of things. My turning point, my inciting incident happened in October 2013. So between 2013 October and the April of 2015, I prepared myself for the eventual reality of starting something on my own. One, I went to classes, I studied. Even though I could speak well, I wanted to make sure when people listen to me, they listen to me really well. And I wanted to see how to move a crowd. There are speakers who can move a crowd of 10,000 people as though they were just one person. So I went to those experts, I watched them speak, I watched them move a crowd. So that's what I did. And then when I stepped out, I started speaking for free. I speak in a lot of places for free, just so that people know what I do. I conducted a workshop recently. I had a bunch of people who came on, who signed up to have me part of it, and I made it a marketing event to give it to somebody. I appeared on a TEDx, I gave a TEDx speech. I made the connections and found somebody who will take me on to do a TEDx speech. And those are the things I have done. I mean, the same things that you would do for your startup, whatever it is. Little things. I haven't done a whole lot, but then like I said, I'm still in the honeymoon, and I'm trying to do little things to put myself out there, like any startup would. Yes?
Every story has true part and fictional part. How much fiction we can add in that corporate story?
That's a long-winded answer, but I'm going to try to give you. The story that you tell has to be a true story. I prefer for my stories to be true. What you can do though, you can add color to the story. You can embellish the story. In fact, when I conduct my programs, there's a whole section on embellishment. When I say, I was carrying 200 kilos of nuts, this is not 200 kilos, this is not even 2 ounces. But that is how you embellish, you add color to the story. So you're not distorting the facts of the story, but you are embellishing it by adding color. Like, I was sitting on a nice, neat mahogany table. This is not a mahogany table. This is some cheap table. But then when you describe it to somebody, you're trying to paint a picture. You're trying to give them the imagery that is required. That is one. Two, there are times when you have not lived a long enough life to have that many life experiences that can be used as a story moment, right? I mean, we don't have everybody, we need to live about 200 years to have so many experiences to be able to fit it into so many situations. So when you don't have a story, typically what I do, I reach into history, pull out a historical anecdote and position it as a story. It takes a lot of skill, because when you are not in the story, it takes a lot of skill to position the story. But then you have to find a way to weave yourself into the story. That is the other answer to your question. So say the truth. When you have a story about the moment from your life, be very honest about what you went through, but you can add the color to the peripheries. And when you don't have a story, from your life history, life experience, reach out into history, reach out into fable, folklore, pull out a story and find a way to inject yourself into the story. How many of you here have heard about Fernando Cortez? One person. For 600 years, the Spaniards were trying to conquer Mexico. 600 years. They could not conquer Mexico because the Aztecs were great warriors, naval warriors. Fernando Cortez one day wakes up and goes to the king and says, "King, I want to go conquer Mexico for you." The king thinks, 600 years we have lost. But then, one more try, what do we have to lose? He says, "Of course, yeah." So Fernando Cortez loads up 3 boats full of soldiers, goes up to the shores of Mexico, gets his people onto the shore, looks at them and gives them a 3-word motivational speech. A 3-word motivational speech. He says, "Burn the boats. Burn the boats." Boom, the boats are gone. And now the soldiers have 2 choices. They either win the war or become toast. What do you think happened? And that is how the Spaniards won Mexico. So today, when I stand in front of my teams and I tell them, you got to give everything. for this project, I simply say, burn the boats. But now you don't have any more choice. You either win or you win. That's an example. Right? I reached into folklore, I reached into history, pulled out a story, made it my very own. The only place where there was a piece of me was at the very end. I kind of injected myself into the story. Stealthily. Yes, sir.
In terms of time management, how do you distribute the time between the three parts of the story?
That's a great question. Not enough time to answer it. That's an absolutely brilliant question. He's asking, how do you structure your stories? How much time do you spend in the setup? How much in the struggle? How much in the solution? I'll answer it very, very quickly. The sooner you get to the struggle, the better. So it means, if you're telling a 2-minute story, I wouldn't spend more than 30 seconds with the setup. 1 minute for the struggle, 30 seconds for the solution. Not science, it's not cut and dry, but kind of a very, very loose formula. The sooner you get to the struggle, because people are there for the struggle, people are not interested in your story, in your setup. So you can quickly get to the struggle, and then you say, how do you solve the struggle? That is where the beauty lies. Okay? Thank you. Yes?
I'm curious to know how can we structure this framework in a 30-second or 60-second speech when you are like a typical elevator speech of your company. Does that give you enough time to actually go through the setup?
Practice, practice, and practice. There's no shortcut. It takes a tremendous amount of practice. When I conduct my workshops, I ask people to come and tell their stories right out of the bat. I don't give them any introduction, nothing. I said, okay, come on, give me a story. So people come and tell the stories for 11 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes. They go on and on and on. They're not bothered whether people are listening, not listening. They go on and on and on. But by the time they come to the end of the workshop, at the end of the 2 days, they all have learned to tell the stories in 90 seconds. The same story in 90 seconds. They have learned to remove the noise from the story. What I call the noise. They remove the noise and just deliver the crystal essence of the story in a very engaging fashion within those 90 seconds. So answer is practice. Yes.
The timing for more of a half-an-hour presentation, does the philosophy you're providing apply? Because I've heard many people say you got to throw the punchline early on within the first minute or two to keep their attention. How does that? How do you fold in your philosophy to that?
So, if you stand, it's very, very contextual. If you're standing in front of a bunch of people who are going to write a big check for you, and they give you 30 minutes, you can't give them a 20-minute story. They'll throw you out. There's no room for mushy stuff there. We've got to be top, get on with the business and just get out. Which means if there's a 30-minute time slot, I would say go with 2 stories, maybe 2.5 minutes each. That's about it. Leave the remaining 25 minutes for the meat of your presentation. Embellish that with a story. See, stories as powerful as they are, they don't wash dishes, they don't solve world hunger. They have their place. Just because you have a story doesn't solve all the problems. So, if it is 30 minutes, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, 2 stories. 1 hour, maybe you can stretch the story to 4 minutes, packing maybe 3. And then there's other philosophies, like for example, the setup, struggle, solution I told you is for the story. But then your entire presentation itself could be structured as setup, struggle, and solution. So within the story you have a structure, and then the entire presentation itself could be a setup, struggle, solution. So it will be a structure within a structure, which is kind of the holy grail of presentation. So, any other questions? Yes, right.
Can you give some suggestion of the delivery part of the story? Like how to make it just like on top of
You saw it in action. So when I said, and that is how you tell a story. I stopped. I froze. My audio and the video froze together. Did you see that? I stopped talking. So I didn't say, and that is how you tell a story. What happens? The audio is off, but the video is working. Right? So which means the person looking, the subconscious mind is saying, oh, something is not right with this picture. Audio is off. It's like watching television on mute. So that is one tip. When you pause. Shut off the audio, shut off the video, hold them. Because when you pause, what happens? If you're sleeping, he's waking up. He's waking up and he's saying, oh, something suddenly changed. Right? The subconscious mind wakes up all of a sudden and you're saying, something about this environment changed suddenly. Let me see what it is. That is one. Did you see how I moved myself, how I used my hands, where I left my hands? This is called my base position. I'm always here when I'm not doing anything. But when I'm talking, when I'm saying, and this is how you tell a story, and this is exactly how you make it work. And like this hand is still here. It's not like a bungee jump. It's not like when I lift my left hand, my right hand is not coming with it. My left hand and right hand are working independent of each other. Right? Most people have this bungee effect. Every time they lift the right hand, the left hand comes along with it. That's there. So there's a whole section. I teach one full day of non-verbal communication techniques. One full day, one whole day. So, couple of techniques. So, and how you move, how you use the space. So today I'm here and thankful for the opportunity. Yesterday I was in Foster City doing the same thing, and tomorrow I'm going to be in Mountain View doing one other presentation. So what is this? This is tomorrow. And this is today. That is how I anchor time in your minds. So every time I go there, you know tomorrow I'm going to be talking in Mountain View. Every time I go there, you know yesterday I was in Foster City. So the next time when I come here, I can automatically say, I met a guy in Foster City, you will already know it was yesterday. Anyway, so. Yes?
Do you have any tips for weaving storytelling into a presentation of objective data? Because it seems to me like when you're presenting data, you need to be objective, but a story is all subjective.
So, you don't have to. You don't have to weave a story into everything. That's what I said. Stories don't wash dishes. Stories don't solve world hunger. Where you have to be objective, you have to be objective. But the beauty is how you say it. If you have a screen, a slide full of data, hundreds of numbers, you wouldn't say, okay, from now look at the top left corner, those 20 numbers, then come to the top bottom right corner, these 20 numbers, in the middle I have 3, you don't say all that. You will say, I realize there are a lot of numbers on the slide. But the one thing I want you to remember, I want you to take away from the slide is the fact that we made $2 million this month. Just pick one thing. So you'll still do the same thing, but then you won't tell a story, but you will learn to present it differently. You will now say, what are the 3 things I can say? I told you the rule of 3. What are the 3 things I can point out from this slide? But there are 30 things screaming for attention there. Nobody can remember 30 things, but people can remember 3 things. Make sense? Anything else? Thank you so much. So take it easy.